Hello friends, notes on English literature. 16th and 17th century poetry, selected poems of Donne. The Sun Rising, the Canonization, a Valediction, Forbidding Mourning. Short questions with answers. Short questions 7 to 11. Question 7. Why and how does the poet rebuke the sun in the poem The Sun Rising? Answer. Calling the sun busy old fool, unruly sun. The poet rebukes it for peeping so early in the morning through the windows and the curtains of the bedroom, where he and his beloved are making love to each other. The poet does not believe that lovers should follow the sun. The season of lovemaking cannot be controlled by movements of the sun. The poet further says that the sun may rise and rebuke schoolboys for being late in rising from bed, like a pedantic schoolmaster. It may wake up the court huntsman who must get ready early in the morning for attending upon the king. It may also rouse the farmers who at the time of harvest must get up ready and do their work in the fields and be busy as ants. But love is not to be controlled by the sun. It has nothing to do with hours, days, months, years, in fact, with the passage of time. In other words, true love rises above consideration of months and years. Love always remains the same and is above all both time and space. Question 8. How can the poet and his beloved be canonized for love? Answer. Donne treats physical love as if it were divine love. Saints are canonized for their renunciation of the world and its luxuries. In the same way, the lovers, Donne and his beloved, have renounced the material world. The love of Donne for his beloved causes no damage or injury to the society or to the world. Other people continue to carry up their normal daily duties. The lovers have lost the world but gained more in the world of each other. The lovers are, so to say, dead to the world, to other people, so they deserve the status of saints. Donne further argues that he and his beloved are prepared to die for love if they cannot live by love. The tale of their love may not be recorded in books of history, and big monuments may not be built in their honor, but they would be remembered by poets who would write lyrics and sonnets to the glory of their love. When the people would hear these songs, they would regard them as hymns to the martyred saints of love. They would then rebuke them and ask them to pray to God on their behalf to send them a pattern of love. In times to come, their love would be regarded as a model by all lovers who would desire the same devotion from the objects of their love. Thus, the poet attains immortality by glorifying their love in the canonization. Question 9. How does the poem Valediction, Forbidding Mourning celebrate the spiritual quality of love? Answer. A valediction, forbidding mourning, is a lyric expressing the poet's pure love and devotion to his beloved wife. The poet addresses his beloved to offer her consolation for his short absence. The poet shows a unique kind of love which can stand a temporary separation on account of mutual confidence and affection. This separation may be deemed like death, but as good men are not afraid of death, true lovers are not afraid of separation. Ordinarily, lovers who are addicted to sex may not be able to stand separation, but true lovers give importance to the soul, not body. So this is not a farewell to love, but an exposition of love, a true and devoted love. And that is why the poet urges his beloved not to shed tears nor have sighs. The lovers cannot define the nature and essence of their pure love. It is a refined love of the mind and has nothing to do with their choice of sex. Love has fused their two souls into one, the soul of his beloved wife and that of himself. Therefore, even if he goes away, their souls would not be separated. He tells his beloved that his going away from her does not mean a breach of love. Rather, it is an expansion of it. Remember, referring to the beating of gold into a leaf, he further says, just as gold, when it is beaten, does not break into pieces, but spreads out, grows airy, thin, and covers a much larger area. Similarly, their separation from each other does not mean a break in their love. It makes their love more spiritual, refined, and ethereal. Question 10. Explain the concept of twin compasses in the poem A Valediction Forbidding Mourning. Answer. Offering consolation to his wife for his short absence caused by a foreign travel, the poet says that true lovers are not afraid of separation. Separation tests their loyalty and devotion to each other. Ordinary lovers who are addicted to physical enjoyment may not stand a temporary separation, but the love of the poet and his beloved is different from others. This love is based on the union of two souls, and therefore it is celestial. The poet urges his beloved not to feel worried or shed tears for their separation. Their separation is not separation at all, because their two souls are united into one. Their two souls are like the two pits of a compass, which appear to be separate but are in reality united at the top. The beloved who stays at home may be compared to its fixed foot, which does not seem to move, but which moves in reality if the other foot moves. The beloved is like the fixed foot at the center. It leans and follows the other foot when it moves and grows erect and unites with the moving foot when it returns to its starting point. The firmness of the fixed foot enables the moving foot to draw the circle correctly and then return to the place where it began. As the firmness of the fixed foot is responsible for the accuracy of the circle, similarly the faith of the beloved, the fixed foot, will only strengthen their love. Just as the revolving foot of the compass returns to the central point, the fixed foot, after completing the circle, so also the poet shall return to his beloved. Question 11. How does Donne discard, refute the pride of death as a mighty and dreadful power? And so the popular notion about death is that it is a mighty and dreadful power of destruction. It can kill anybody at any time. But Donne discards this idea, saying that death is not so mighty and dreadful as some people take it to be, because those whom death is supposed to kill are not killed in reality. They do not die. They only sleep a long and peaceful sleep. In human life, rest and sleep resemble death. Just as sleep refreshes and invigorates human mind, so also death provides more comfort and pleasure to the soul. Donne further proceeds to say that death cannot be regarded as a glorious or a mighty knight, but a miserable slave to fate, chance, kings, wicked and malicious persons, poisonous wars, sickness, old age. In these cases, death is not the cause, but the mere instrument to kill a person. That is, death stands here as a secondary power to put an end to a man's life. Death certainly brings about sleep, but opium preparations or similar other intoxications or drugs supposed to have magical properties can induce better sleep and with a far gentler and painless operation. On the basis of the argument stated above, the poet says that there is no reason at all for it to be proud of its power. It can induce only a temporary sleep, after which a man can live eternally in heaven. Thank you friends for watching my video.